But not.
I showed up at 5:45.
So like the overall time will keep going down. So like find someone I didn't like. Yeah, that's just.
And I qualified.
I think Brian got third overall.
He's quick. I usually do.
And then in future.
Is green off of turn number 4, brought to you by JE Pistons. Brian Brown dots off to the early advantage. Here comes Sam Haferteep Jr. Side by side for second move. Sam Haferteep Jr. into the second spot. He'll shoot past the rim rider, Mark Smith. Brian Brown leads lot number 1. Blackjack Brian Brown, a 2-time All-Star winner in his career, looking to cash in for the 3rd time of his very established sprint car racing career that includes 2 410 track championships at Knoxville Raceway, a 310 track championship, 360 Nationals wins, World of Outlaws wins, and a pair of All-Star wins. Off at turn number 4, the white flag will fly. 1 to go for Brian Brown. Mark Smith staying nice and close with Sam Haferteep Jr., but time started to run out. The dealer deals an ace and a king. It's Blackjack Brian Brown and JE Pistons dash number 1. Second goes to Sam Haferteep Jr. Third to Mark Smith. Fourth to Paul Mcmann. And fifth goes to Chad Kamenaw. Keir Speed Shop. Dash number 2 is green, and side by side for the lead into turns 1 and 2. Corey Eliason and Tony Stewart nearly come together as we go side by side for third down the backstretch. Danny Martin Jr. and the 18 of Ian Madsen battling for third, and here comes Aaron Reitzel. 3-car battle for third into turn number 1. Throw a blanket over third, fourth, and fifth as Reitzel rips the lip around the high side. Move Reitzel to fourth. Look at Reitzel down the backstretch. Dodging, dipping, and diving to third. Aaron Reitzel moving as Tony Stewart leads the way. Corey Eliason second. Now a good battle for the 4th spot between Danny Martin Jr. and Ian Madsen as the white flag flies with 1 to go. Well, some impressive moving and shaking by the defending series champion. Bumps him up to third, but off of turn number 4. Leading from green to checkered, Tony Stewart wins Keir Speed Shop dash 2. Second to Corey Eliason, third to Aaron Reitzel, fourth to Ian Madsen, and fifth to Danny Martin Jr. To the inside row number 12 from Sussex, New Jersey, the Dave Franek Auto Sales, Rapid Tire, Escape Power Sports, Napa Auto Parts. Number 28F is Davey Franek. Row number 11 on the outside from Chillicothe, Ohio, the Ohio Valley Veneer Olive Branch Gang, Keir Speed Shop, Coors Light Gang. Number 4 is Danny Smith, and on the inside of row number 11, from Edders, Pennsylvania, the D-Rock Electric Company, Stauffer Motorsports, Golden Flavor Sesame Sticks, BA Services, number 49H is Bradley Howard. Row number 10 to the outside from Caldwell, Ohio, the Pine Tree Towing Valley View Cabins. Number 1 is Jamie Myers, and on the inside row number 10 from Myerstown, Pennsylvania, the M&M Painting and Construction, Vaps Paints, Fredericksburg Eagle Hotel, Nice Cretan Landis. Number 5 is the Myerstown Missile, Brett Marks. Row number 9 on the outside from Chicora, Pennsylvania, the Crow Recycling, Maverick Trucking, Ridgeview Security, Laskowski Plumbing. Number 40 is George Hobaugh, and on the inside of row number 9 from Vienna, West Virginia, the Ravici Racing, the PM Company, Brilex LLC. Number 3C is Cale Conley. Row number 8 on the outside from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, the SweeneyCars.com. Pace Performance, Weichert Livestock. Sandoz Fruit Market, number 48 is Double D, Danny Dietrich. And on the inside of row number 8 from Puyallup, Washington, the Champion Racing Oil. Easy Go. Golf Cart Services, number 44 is Trey Starks. Row number 7 to the outside from Aliquippa, Pennsylvania, the Canton Directors, 28 is the Steel City Outlaw, Tim Schaefer. And on the inside of row number 7, from Altoona, Iowa, the Mondak Portables, Snowplow.com, Real Geese, JLT Enterprises, 4T is T-Mac, Terry McCarl. Row 6 to the outside from Benton Ridge, Ohio, the Hercules Tire, Ohio Logistics, Gear Forge, DNC Hydraulics, W20 is Greg Wilson. And on the inside of row number 6 from Jonestown, Pennsylvania, the Moose's LZ Bar and Grill, Heavy Equipment Loaders and Parts, C&D Rigging, Protection First Class Outdoors, 3Z, it's the Jonestown Jet, Brock Zierfoss. Row 5, 10th starter from Sarasota, Florida, in the C&B Mushroom Farms, Tinsley Farms, Joe's Science, number 24 is Danny Martin Jr. And on the inside, row number 5 from Findlay, Ohio, the Guild Construction SRL, Garvin Scrap Metals, Waynesfield Raceway Park, number 15K is Chad Kemenaugh. Row 4 to the outside from St. Mary's, New South Wales, Australia, is Ian Madsen piloting the Logan Contractors, Aspen Air Royal Flooring, Ted's Body Shop, number 18. Into the inside of row number 4 from Nashville, Tennessee, driving the Coastal Race Parts, HP Engines, Quick Car. Team Jack, number 13 is Paul McMahon. Third row, 6th starter from Clute, Texas, the Fisher Body Shop, Fulkins Brothers Trucking, Dissolve Alloy, Natchez Construction, number 87 is Aaron Reitzel. And on the inside of row number 3 from Sunbury, Pennsylvania, he drives the Mach 1 chassis. Will Wood Brakes, NGK Spark Plug Simpson, number M1, the Rim Rider, Mark Smith. Row 2 to the outside from Visalia, California, the Rudine Racing, Hager Realty, Race Rudine Foundation, number 26 is Corey Eliason. And on the inside of row number 2 from Sunnyvale, Texas, the Town Line Variety, Hyde Breeder Foundation Service, Ackland Insurance, Kaiser Aluminum Wheels, number 15H is Sam Haferteep Jr. And now to your front row of tonight's 30-lap main event for the All-Stars at East Bay, presented by Winn-Dixie. On the outside, a 5-time All-Star winner from Columbus, Indiana, and the Rush Truck Center's Advanced Auto Parts Ford Performance. Sage Fruit Mobile 1, number 14 is Smoke Tony Stewart. And on the pole of tonight's 30-lap main event, he's from Green Valley, Missouri, with 2 career All-Star wins in the Casey's General Stores, FBP, Impact Signs, JD Welding, Champion Oil, Smiley's Racing Products, number 21. It's Blackjack Brian Brown. And that will set tonight's main event starting lineup for the All-Stars at East Bay, presented by Winn-Dixie. The first All-Star race here at East Bay in 10 years. First return, a big thanks to everyone at Sage Fruit and Winn-Dixie for making this happen, and of course everyone here at East Bay Raceway Park. Let me know when you're outside. Next time, Blake. Lineup getting set. In 1970, the All-Star Circuit of Champions was born. It is the original Touring Wing Sprint Car Series, where the greatest drivers in the world competed throughout the country. Ladies and gentlemen, fans of all ages, on behalf of Tony Stewart and the entire staff at the Ollie's Bargain Outlet All-Star Circuit of Champions, presented by Mobil 1 and Winn-Dixie, we thank you for supporting America's Series here tonight at East Bay Raceway Park, this time by off of turn number 4. We invite each and every one of you to your feet to salute tonight's 24-car main event starting field. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the Ollie's Bargain Outlet All-Star Circuit of Champions, presented by Mobil 1. Your seat so everyone around you can get a great view of tonight's racing action. We thank you so much for coming out on a Monday night, a work night, to support the All-Stars return to East Bay. We just want to make sure everyone around you can see, so ask everyone please settle into your seats. Thank you very much. 30 laps, $5,000 to win. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here at East Bay Raceway Park, it's showtime! Brian Brown jumps out to the early advantage. Brown leads the field into turns 1 and 2. Side by side through the field as we try to go 3 wide in turn number 2. Down the backstretch, Tony Stewart's got company for second from Sam Hafertepe Jr. and Aaron Reitzel. Off at turn number 4, Brian Brown leads lap number 1. Brownie leads lap 1 as Reitzel and Stewart battle for second. Reitzel has a lot of momentum down the backstretch. Aaron Reitzel closing on Tony Stewart as Danny Smith pulls to the infield. He'll bring his night to a close. 3-car battle for the lead. Brownie's got company from Stewart and Reitzel. 3-car battle for the lead in turn number 2. Down the backstretch move, Reitzel. Reitzel goes 2 for 1 into the lead. Aaron Reitzel with the magnificent move to take the lead. Reitzel picks off a pair of cars down the back chute. He'll lead lap number 3. Now Brownie has company move Tony Stewart into the second spot. Aaron Reitzel, absolutely fearless. Reitzel takes the lead at lap number 3 and pulling away from Tony Stewart and Brian Brown. Sam Hafertepe Jr. runs in the 4th spot with Ian Matson in 5th. Here comes Corey Eliason off at turn number 2. Side by side down the backstretch move, Eliason to 4th. Corey Eliason challenging Ian Matson in turn number 4. Matson takes the spot back from Eliason. Eliason follows Matson into turns 1 and 2 as they go freight train formation off at turn number 2 down the backstretch. Ian Matson putting a couple of car links on Corey Eliason, and now Chad coming onto the back bumper of Eliason to move into the 6th spot. Off for turn number 4, move coming on a 6th. Chad coming on takes the 6th spot by a nose over Corey Eliason. Eliason back to the top side. Down the backstretch move, coming on up a spot. Lap traffic is heavy for leader Aaron Reitzel as we click off lap number 7. Reitzel negotiates lap traffic, but watching Reitzel work around the top side. Keep an eye on the battle in turn number 2 down the backstretch. Ian Matson closing on Hafertepe. They nearly touch it in turn 3. Matson shoehorns him up the racetrack. Ian Matson into the 4th spot. Fantastic racing here. Close quarters is now a battle in turn 2. Hafertepe coming on Eliason down the backstretch. Corey Eliason to the high side. Eliason runs in 7th, coming on 6th, and Hafertepe hanging on to a top 5. Corey Eliason is banging the boards, trying to knock the fence down to get to the 6th spot. Right now, Reitzel is gone. Tony Stewart side by side with Brian Brown for second into turn 1. Stewart greets the cushion in turn number 2. He'll take second from Brownie. Brownie right back to the inside. Brownie about a car length and a half back as they work for the 2nd spot. What a race here at East Bay behind Aaron Reitzel, side by side for second. Tony Stewart hangs on to 2nd. Godwin off the pace in turn number 2. Dave Franick off the pace in turn 2. Davey Franick, yellow for Davey Franick. Franick off the pace in the 28 F car. Davey Franick brings out the yellow flag at lap number 11. Car is second. Brian Brown is third in the 21. Fourth will be the 18 of Ian Matson, and fifth the 15K of 15K of Chad Kemenaugh. Sixth is the 26th of Corey Elias, and seventh the 15H of Sam Hafertepe Jr. Eighth is the W20 of Greg Wilson, up 4 spots. Ninth is the 13 of Paul McMahon, and in 10th will be the 4T of Terry McCarl. McCarl up a trio of spots. Brock Zierfoss will be 11th in the 3Z, 12th the M1 of Mark Smith, 13th the 28 of Tim Schaefer, 14th the 24 of Danny Martin Jr., and 15th the 3C of Cale Conley, 16th the 44 of Trey Starks, 17th the 5 of Brent Marks, 18th the 49H of Bradley Howard, 19th the 48 of Danny Dietrich, and 20th is the 47X of Dylan Westbrook. 21st will be George Hoba on the 40, 22nd the 1 of Jamie Myers, and 23rd done for the night will be Danny Smith as well as Davey Franick. It looks like Danny Dietrich pulled into the infield as well, bringing his night to a close of 21 cars remaining with 19 laps to go here for the All-Stars at East Bay, presented by Winn-Dixie. Aaron Reitzel took the lead at lap number 3 and hasn't looked back as we return to green. Side by side for second, move Brian Brown into the second spot as he and Tony Stewart continue to battle hard for second. Brownie off the bottom, Stewart off the cushion, move Brian Brown to second. Tony Stewart back to the inside. He'll look to throw a slider into turn number 2. Stewart goes up the racetrack. Brownie has to dive down to the inside. What a battle for second. Tony Stewart and Brian Brown battling hard. Now Corey Elias Eliason into the mix. Eliason double dips, 2 for 1. Corey Eliason up a spot. Eliason into third out of nowhere. Slider for second. Move Eliason to second. Corey Eliason from 7th to 2nd. The Rudine Racing 26 is on the move. Tyler Tessemaker spinning the wrenches, and it's going. Ian Madsen charging forward now. Madsen challenging Brian Brown for third. A pair of Knoxville Raceway track champions battling for third. Move Madsen to third. Ian Madsen on the move. Madsen started back in 8th. He's up to 3rd. Halfway home, past halfway. 16 down and 14 to go. Aaron Reitzel's pushed the limit. Reitzel has that lead up to 3.306 seconds. Aaron Reitzel charging as you've got a battle for second in turn number 3. Off for 4, excuse me. Into turn number 1, Corey Eliason and Ian Madsen in turn 2, battling hard. Madsen was alongside Eliason off of turn number 4. Eliason pulled away. Now here comes Madsen right back at it. Oh, huge slider by Ian Madsen. Move him to second. Ian Madsen to second. Eliason tries to squeeze in there, but he can't make it work. Ian Madsen has found another gear. Problem is, Aaron Reitzel, deep in lap traffic, cutting through traffic, bangs off the wall and shoots down the backstretch. Right now it's Reitzel, Madsen, Eliason, Brian Brown, and Tony Stewart, your top 5. Then it's Kemmenaugh, Hafertepe, McMahon, McCarl, and Mark Smith running out the top 10 as Tony Stewart and Brian Brown battling at the start-finish line into turn number 1. They're side by side for 4th. Stewart throws a slider. He's got him in turn 2. Brownie comes calling back, and now here comes Chad Kemmenaugh on the 15K. Lap traffic making things really sporty here at East Bay. Chad Kemmenaugh all over Brian Brown. Move side by side as we got one into the infield. Bradley Howard into the infield with 9 to go. Make it 8 to go. Reitzel is gone like the wind, 2.5 seconds. But the battles out on the racetrack stay good. Brian Brown's got pressure from Chad Kemmenaugh for 5th in turn number 2. Side by side, Brownie battles back off the cushion and puts a couple of car links on him. They're having a whale of a battle is now Ian Madsen. Madsen starting to close in just a little bit as you see him working the high side of turns 1 and 2 as Eliason starts to turn the heat up on Madsen. But is there enough time left with 7 to go? Now 6 to go for Reitzel. Aaron Reitzel picking up right where he left off. Just dominating, flexing his muscles with the Bachman Reitzel Motorsports team. Reitzel trying to hang on for his 27th career All-Star win. That would tie him with Sammy Swindell on the all-time wins list. Still 5 laps to go though for Reitzel as he comes across the line. Move it to 4 laps to go. Reitzel laps 13th place runner Brent Marks. Aaron Reitzel trying to lap into the top 10. Incredible run. Chad Kemmenaugh still pressuring Brian Brown in turn number 4. That's a battle for 5th. Brownie's got a lap car between himself and Kemmenaugh as Brian Brown hangs on to the 5th spot. Aaron Reitzel continues his assault through lap traffic, trying to rope in Mark Smith. Aaron Reitzel goes around the high side, puts a lap on Mark Smith, who's 12th. Aaron Reitzel now trying to lap inside the 11th spot. White flag flying, 1 to go. Aaron Reitzel absolutely dominating tonight. Through turns 3 and 4 for the 27th time of his career. Aaron Reitzel, an all-star winner. Ian Madsen 2nd, Corey Eliason in 3rd. Just dominates once again. We'll have a word with him here. Aaron, that was, I guess for lack of better terms, a dominating performance. Lapping 11th place You made it look easy out there. Just how much fun is it to drive this Baughman Reitzel Motorsports 87 on a night like this where it looks like you just have things on cruise control?
It's a blast to drive this thing even on the bad nights. Just really fortunate to have the people I do surround me, the Falcons, Kurt Fisher, really glad he's able to be out here for some of these wins. Sky McDonald, Natris, Triple X Chassis, Rider Racing Engines. We just got so many great partners along that allow us to do this, 3 years. And I feel like we're still right where we were when we started this team and only getting better. So just can't thank my guys enough for everything they do for me.
What's incredible about you guys is the crew changes you've gone through and the results stay the same. 27 wins in 3 years. And you come to a racetrack like this and it's just so unique and you hadn't been here in a while. How difficult is it to get a grips on a racetrack like this? It seems like it changed a little bit throughout the race, more than what a normal racetrack does.
Yeah, it's been a lot of crew change, but I guess the common denominator is great owners and great partners we have on this team that keep us going even through the crew changes. But Jim Bob's been with us for all 3 years, and he's still doing a great job. Dilzo, this is his first year. Things are already working out great. We got Steven with us out here. The track was phenomenal tonight for no support classes, just us being out here. It went through. I thought it was going to just blow off, and then I didn't think it was going to go away at all, and ended up being a really good racetrack. I think a lot of guys thought the bottom was the place to be. After the qualifiers, that's where Tony and Brown were down there making quick times, but I was up top, not being cleaned off at all, and I was right there with their time, so I kind of figured that if I could get up there and get some clean air up there, we'd be okay. And it all played out good where everyone was just going to the bottom for me on the start.
Walk through the move for the lead, because that was incredible. 2 for 1 down the backstretch. It just seems like what you could do to maneuver this car, you could really put it wherever you wanted. You really showed it when you took the lead there off the high side and diving down to the inside to get to the lead.
Yeah, kind of like I said, it was just Tony, Brown and Tony went to the bottom over here, and I was able to run the top clean air by myself and get a really good run. And if you run the bottom, you really had to stay down and get the straightaway moisture, and that's what they tried to do. So it allowed me to get the run, and then Brown kind of slid up down the straightaway, and I was able to cross through and pass Brown.
Well, 27th time you stood in victory lane with the All-Stars in 2.02 seasons. Congratulations, Aaron.
Thank you very much. Thanks all the fans for coming out and supporting this on a Monday night. I know we couldn't do it without you, and I'm really glad to be here at East Bay. It's a really fun racetrack, and just happy that they allowed us to come out.
Aaron Reitzel, his 27th win of his career with the All-Stars, his second of the season. We invite you back to the pit area. Here we'll grab a word with Ian Madsen. And Ian, boy, a race that really had you moving around. You fell back a little bit. You battled back forward. It just seems like this 18 car, it's about putting yourself in position to win, and you guys are just knocking on that door.
Yeah, we really are. Just really got to thank Tyler Schwank, Adam Clark, hat them up. They've done a phenomenal job here the past week, and the car's been fast every time we've hit the racetrack. And it kind of put us behind the 8 ball the other night, destroying the car. And really got to thank the guys for battling hard and working through to get us back on track for the next night and keep us going throughout the Florida swing. And just thank all the fans for coming out on the Monday night. And thank all the guys on my team back home. And just thankful for the opportunity for another year with KCP Racing.
Maybe tomorrow night, the night that you just go ahead and walk on through that door. You guys you're right there.
That'd be nice. We'll see what we can do.
Ian Madsen comes home in second. We'll grab third place. Corey Eliason. Hey, Corey. And Corey, you guys, a great night for you guys when you really consider what you guys have had to go through the past night to get a motor change and really get this car ready. After especially heartbreak last night, it just seems like this 26 car, you guys continue to close that gap and make things exciting. Every night you get a little bit faster and a little bit faster.
We kind of, when we started, we were not very sporty at all. We kind of fell back, I think, 7th or 8th, and I don't know what happened on that restart. I don't know if the tires cooled off or what, but it worked. We jumped up to 2nd, and I thought, okay, we can manage, and hopefully we get to lap traffic. I might be able to slow Aaron down a little bit, but good job to them. They were definitely the showcase tonight, but we learned a lot tonight, and we'll come back tomorrow.
How tough is it out there when you're dealing with thick lap traffic like tonight in a racetrack that seemed like through the race was really changing quite a bit?
It's definitely tough, especially when you're trying to run a line and you commit to a line, and then you see the guy behind you poke his nose onto you, and then he'll squirt by you real quick, and it's like, okay, then he takes your line and you go back to his, and it doesn't work. And it's just it just seemed how dirty it would get up top is kind of which lap car was running the bottom and was making the top dirty and slow it up for us, but. We got going good towards the end, and my guys worked hard all night. I mean, last night I think everybody was about ready to quit racing. So to come here and we're still racing, third place, we'll take it and come back tomorrow. Hopefully we can go up a few more spots.
Congratulations, Corey.
Thank you.
Corey Lyson comes home in third. We'll get our top three up to the podium for a quick picture. A great night of racing. We hope you can join us tomorrow night for the All-Stars at East Bay presented by Winn-Dixie. We certainly invite you back to the pit area.
Did you get it all?
I forgot.
Oh, no. That's okay.